Hey everybody, coming to you with another Thrift Haul today. For you of those who don't know, I'm a former teacher that made my side job become my full-time job. So I left education and now I'm selling and reselling clothes and other items full-time to support my family and to make my income. So today I'm going to go over a thrift haul with you. This week I sourced about 200 items. I'm going to try my best to get them all listed in a week. Usually I get about 120 items listed per week. And my average selling price is around $25, I think, $30. So 200 items, it's about $5,000 gross worth of inventory here. So obviously that's not all take home. There's going to be taxes and eBay fees and all that sort of stuff. But without any further ado, let me show you what I have. Okay, so we're going to start off hot today. First thing I found, I was pumped. I saw this on the bottom of one of the shoes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know instantly what that was. Prada, right? Then I saw the issue. Check this out. These velvet shoes, to me, it looks like a dog got a hold of them. The laces are chewed up, but I looked them up. They're legit. Look at that, almost $600 for these Prada shoes. So I decided to have fun. They were $5. Throw them online for 99 cents at an auction. To me, what do I have to lose? It's fun to watch, see what happens. They could go for 99 cents or they could go for, I don't know, $50. Who knows? Another thing I got today, or this week, I guess I should say, was this Athleta, like waffle hoodie. It's large. Now, I don't mess with this brand too often, but if it's unique and big or comfy like this, I'll do a comp on it. I did some comps, and these go for over $20, $30. So I picked it up, and I would list that as like a waffle hoodie, oversized hoodie. Here's another little banger for you. Knew exactly what it was right away. You guys know that symbol, that brand, Supreme. Now it's not a graphic hoodie or t-shirt, but a button up, and it's got, you know, the Supreme logo there. $4. I have not looked up the comps for this, but I already know it will probably sell for 25 or more. Here's a little bread and butter item. Now, with a lot of brands, you might already know this. Some things sell well for those brands and some things don't. This is a brand that I don't pick up everything for. Vineyard Vines. Used to be hot, not so much anymore. But these had the embroidered logo, Wales, USA, all over them. And I thought, you know, these will be a good summertime pickup for somebody. $3 into them, they'll probably sell for about $22 or so. Here's me getting outside of my comfort zone with some women's clothing. But I've sold this brand a couple times before. Sorry, I can't find the tag. But it is pure silk, and I could tell that when I felt it right away. So I knew it's got to be good. And then I looked at the brand tag, and with her and this brand, it has really good resale value, pure silk, like I said. So that, I'm guessing, will probably go for over $25, maybe close to $50. Right here, newer brand, just came. Hey guys, if you find my content helpful and informational for your reselling journey, make sure you like and subscribe below so I can bring you more. Very hot. Surprised I found it, but it's this jacket, and I would call it a quilt jacket when I list it. And it's insulated as well. But the main thing is you want to look for this symbol, Relwyn, I think it's called, right here. It's a newer one. And did some comps on these. These sell for over $100 in good condition. And this one's in pretty good condition. So I'm going to ask around $100 for this men's Relwyn jacket. Down here, another bread and butter. But again, like I say, outdoor brands command money. Just because I think that community, they don't care. If it's in good condition, they will buy it used or new, and probably prefer to buy it used because they're so expensive. I mean, these are like $8,800 brand new, and you can get them used. Like these will go for probably $30, and they're in good condition. So Cool is the brand to look for. They make jackets, pants, shorts. A lot of you guys already know that brand. Another bread and butter brand of mine, just some plain Nike golf shorts. These are a little bit newer with this flex band for your waist, standard fit. I pick these up if they're under $5, and they'll sell for probably $17 to $20. But when you pick them up often, and just it's really easy for me to list that because I already have so many templates of Under Armour and Nike polos and shorts that it'll take me maybe 15 seconds to take pictures of it and probably 30 seconds to list it. So in less than a minute, $10 profit, it's easy. I can't pass that up. This was kind of unique. This is one of those things. I've been doing this for 7 years now with just clothing. Again, I used to do antiques and collectibles, and I would do clothing. But I still find myself looking up comps on items because there's so many things out there. So this is a Ralph Lauren women's, like tartan plaid, really long dress skirt. And it's wool, good quality, and it was new with tags. And it was $159 at the time. I thought, okay, got marked down. All right, let me look the comps up. These are sort of vintage, and they sell used for around $70. So no brainer, pick that up. I usually don't like looking up comps in the store. I feel kind of, like, oh, that guy's looking up being a reseller, but for $70, I don't care. This is an example of something that's probably worth more since it has a logo. So Peter Millar, Summer Comfort, long sleeve shirt with an Ohio State logo embroidered on the shirt. So I've found that if you find a nice shirt, polo, with the embroidered logo for maybe a college that's well known nationwide, you can get a little bit more. So I'll probably get 10% more out of this shirt than I would if it was non-embroidered. So this should probably ring around, I don't know, $30. This brand right here, I've never found in a jacket like this. Very heavy, knew it right away it was nice because it's wool, heavy, you just know the material. It's Stetson, and I know they are hat makers for like Western wear hats and Western wear button-up shirts and snap button shirts. So I've never found a wool jacket, and this is women's with the belt. It's important to make sure the belt is included. Sometimes if a belt's not included, it can decrease the value quite a bit. But Stetson, pure wool jacket. This was $5.99, and I'm gonna probably look at maybe $50 on that one. Let's get to some pants. So these still sell. These thick embroidered. Ever since I've been doing this 7 years ago, I've been selling these. Now the prices have come down, but they still sell. And honestly, they sell within like a couple weeks. They're not listed long at all. This particular brand is called Big Star. BKE, Rock Revival, Big Star, they all sell. Now, there are a couple sneaky brands out there that don't sell. I think Axel, AXEL is one of them, and just the brand Black. They have the thick stitch, but they do not resell very well. So this is Big Star, probably Pioneer. No, it's Voyager. They're just everyday bread and butter jeans that still sell for me. If I find them, I pick them up, especially if they're not frayed at the bottom. Those bring $25 within a week or two. You pay about $6 for it. Another brand. So, word to the wise. Just because I'm showing you a brand doesn't mean go out and pick that brand up. It's guaranteed money. No. Polo Ralph Lauren. You all have seen it. It's everywhere. Every thrift store you go into right now across the nation, you're going to find Polo. You're going to see that symbol. Now, this is unique because it is 4XLT. Anything that's bigger, like bigger than a 2X, so we're looking at 3XLB or 3XLT, 5X, 6X, you're gonna bring more money because it costs more money to make and the inventory out there is so low. So this shirt in a medium might bring maybe $8, $10, $12, but in this size, it's gonna bring $25, probably at least, especially with summer coming. And also, let me show you this. Actually, it doesn't have it, but this feels like the Pima soft cotton, and that brings better money than normal too. I got a couple pairs of shoes. You saw the Prada. Right here are some Jordan, obviously some Air Jordan Forces. It's got kind of a purple colorway. I looked up the comp with Nikes and Jordan right here. There's a SKU number you can look up on eBay or online and you'll find the exact same shoe and you can comp them out, see how much they go for. These are in good condition, just need a little bit of cleanup here. Take a magic eraser, clean those up. I think I only paid $15 for these. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna ask for them. Different colorways go for different money. So we'll see how those do. This was one of those find me brands. So see it on the shelf, picked it up. Very nice leather. I could tell it was good quality, didn't recognize the logo right here. So it was like, come find me, what am I? Which I like. It's a little bit of a treasure hunt. Here's the bottom. So I looked it up, it says Porsche design. And I'm familiar with cars, I love cars. So Porsche has their own line of shoes and clothing, very high end. And mostly sold in Europe. The Euro size numbers at the top. And I looked these up. These shoes sell new for around $300, $400, $500. So used, I'm looking at maybe $50, $60. They're in pretty good condition. Soles everything good, not messed up. So that was a fun little find right there. Let's see, another bread and butter, Under Armour. If I can get these Under Armour pants for let's say less than $7, I'll pick them up every single time because I list these at about 23 and they sell within a couple weeks, like every time. And again, I have the template for it. It takes me no time at all to list it. Pictures, bam, list it, bam, and it's super easy to ship. This is a brand, again, that you don't want to pick up every time you see it. It's Lucky Brand. Yep. The stores are saturated with it. Online places are saturated with it. Mercari, eBay, they have Lucky Brand. But if they're a dark wash and in good condition, like these look like they have no wear, no belt wear, no wear at all. A decent size, 32 by 32. So these I pick up for $7.99. And they sell pretty quick if you list them between 20 and 25. So I'll pick those up every once in a while. Like I said, Lucky Brand, I pick up probably one out of every 15 pairs that I see. So that's a little different. Also, before we get to this one, just so you know, so I picked up 200 items this week, right? That's a lot. But if you think about it, I probably looked over at least 1,000 different items while going through the thrift store. So definitely over 1,000. So 200 items, I had to search through over 1,000 items to find these. So it's not like I went straight into the thrift store and found all this stuff right away. It took a lot of time. This is a brand I wouldn't normally pick up anymore. It used to be really hot. They still sell them at Nordstrom's, but it was new with tags. And Joe's jeans sell for quite a bit at the thrift store, but when they're used, the resale value isn't really great. So these were probably, I bet, $80 new, and used, they sell for maybe $18, but new with tags online, they sell for about $36. So I'll probably sell those for around 30, 40 bucks. This is another brand, you guys might know, Orvis. And this is like a corduroy material. It caught my eye with this leather right here, sticking out in the aisle. I saw that and knew right away it could be something special. So I found it, saw that was Orvis. I've seen these types of these types of pants before. So I looked inside, but it also had a special tag for the cloth of the pants. And anytime there's something special like Moon or Loro Piana, anytime there's something special, then usually you'll get more of a return on these. So I looked these up. These actually go for about $50 or $60 used, and these look like they've been unworn. So $4 into $60 all day long. Here's a hot brand, right? So new brand for me again, probably in the last year, Dixon. Dixon brand, they come in these flannels most of the time, sometimes in sweatshirts. But this brand, I don't know why, just brings really good money. I feel like it's got the same quality as LL Bean, but this brand right here will probably bring like $35, $45 previously enjoyed. And this one is a limited edition. I haven't looked up the comp yet, but I mean, that's probably a good thing. Obviously, anything limited edition. Here is, actually, I found it at the same thrift store. Might have come from the same person, but these just look like any ordinary pants I pass up. You know, Lands' End, Ralph Lauren used, but they were in the same section as at Dixon. So I kind of looked in deeper, and these are Todd Snyder. And I know Todd Snyder does collabs with Champion and some other brands, and I knew right away that they were quality. I felt them. Todd Snyder, I thought, gotta get them. So for $4, got these. I really don't know what the comp is on them, but I have a feeling it's worth the risk for $4. My guess is they probably will sell around $25, $35. Same area, same size. This is a newer brand to me. Reese, I think it's pronounced. I bought these. I got a pair maybe 2 weeks ago. They sold in a week, and so I picked these up right away. I'm always learning new brands. Been doing it for 7 years. Some brands bring good money, and then they don't. And then you find new brands that bring money, and so you educate yourself on those new brands. Let me show you something that's kind of funny right here. This is a brand that is definitely not new to me, but new to reselling. All right, so when I was in high school, if you didn't have Abercrombie, you weren't cool. And that was in the early 2000s, but it was everywhere in the donation centers. You couldn't pay people to take these away, but now they're starting to come back. Anytime I find something that's like obvious Abercrombie, and they're made so well that I throw it online and it sells quick. Not for big money, but these are $4 into $20 like within a day. And they're super easy to list, and everyone knows Abercrombie & Fitch. Unique item right here. So I found this jersey. I always like it when it has the Nike team with the number and not the size small, medium, large, extra large, because the number, I don't know if it has to do with the team or it's more rare or whatever, but when it has that number on there, which is the size number, it usually brings more money. This is SEC Alabama jersey with no number, so I don't know if it's a practice jersey or what it is. I couldn't find any comps on it, so it's a blank Alabama jersey. And you know, Alabama has a huge following, so any team like the Peter Millar showed you earlier, there's a huge following. It's probably good to pick it up because all over the country, people will be looking for something like this, especially in the fall. A brand I normally don't pick up is Brooks Brothers. The market's just so oversaturated. Brooks Brothers discounted their items so much. They might have even gone for bankruptcy after COVID. I'm not sure. But there is a line of Brooks Brothers that's not bad. It's called the Red Fleece line. And I wouldn't have normally picked just one shirt up, but these were together and they have the logo on them. So what I like to do with shirts like these are take the pictures together, take the measurements together, and list them as a lot. So they were $5 a piece, so I have $10 into these shirts. I'm thinking I could sell the lot for probably 40. So that's worth my time, in my opinion. Again, I don't pick up Brooks Brothers that often, but if it's something like that, where they're together, or if it's a sweater that's the red fleece line, super nice material, I'll pick it up. Here's a brand I would not recommend picking up unless there are a few certain criteria. One of them being size, again. So this is Cabela's 5 extra large tall. Super big shirt. Went through, there were like 4 or 5 of them right in a row. I thought, you know what? These guys, I looked them up, they sell for about $15 a piece. I'll lot all 5 of them together. They're all plaid, they're all button up, great condition, and just sell them as a lot. So I'll take pictures of them, $25 into them. I bet I'll get $100 for the whole lot of them. Again, I like to lot things if they're the same size, same brand. It's easier to sell that way. Again, finding something new, some Harley Davidson. I find the jeans, but I don't find the khakis very often. I definitely don't find khakis that have the zip-off legs. So these are called convertible, is what you would look up when you REI has them, North Face has them, convertible pants, and they had this skull logo on them for Harley. And I just thought, for $4, there's huge, everyone, loves Harley and huge following. These will sell quick, especially when summer comes or spring comes and it's hot, cold. These will be perfect for someone. Put these in their side satchels on their bike when they get hot. So these are good pickup. I bet you these will probably sell for about $30 or so. Another thing I found was, I find this often, USA Soccer jerseys sell year-round. It doesn't matter when they're from, World Cups, anytime. These things sell. There's a huge market for USA Soccer, and that's what you'd be looking for. That emblem. That's USA Soccer. This is a women's new tags. Check this out. Look at the price on that. Right? So somebody donated that, and I got it for $4. I don't know how much they go for online sold, but at $165 new, I'm sure I could get at least, $40 out of that. So yeah, so remember, men's or women's or kids, USA Soccer sells well, especially the jerseys. I'm not gonna bore you with this. I find it all the time now. Lululemon, it does not, especially the women's, it does not bring what it used to bring. It still flips. This would have brought, maybe 4 years ago, this would have brought probably $50 or $60 within a day. Now, $30 within a couple weeks or a month is what I'm looking at with this. And for those of you who don't know, most of the Lululemon come with that rip-off tag, and the size are usually in a zipper. So find a pocket on them and you'll zip it open, and these size markers are on them. This is a size 2. And so that's how you know how to size it when you list it and comp it out. But it's in great condition. And so I'm looking at, $25 for that. Get it out the door. Couple more items I'll show you. I got this. I love getting NBA vintage or maybe Y2K-ish material or clothing. This is a Detroit Pistons stitched, embroidered, like warm-up, and it's Adidas, so a lot of times they call it the Swingman edition. Got this for $4, and anything NBA, it doesn't matter really what team it is, as long as it's in good condition with no snags, it's name brand, not NBA brand, like Nike or Adidas, it will command good money, especially if it's embroidered. So this, $4, probably get about 25, 30 out of that. Last but not least, I paid up for this. You know this symbol. I've showed it to you in previous episodes. This is the Rock Dwayne Johnson Under Armour symbol. These cost about double. His brand costs about double what Under Armour would cost. So like if an Under Armour shirt new costs $25, but if it had his logo on it, it might cost $50 or maybe a little less, but they're rounds. And this has the American flag on it. It's got that on it. I just felt like it had a lot going for it. I spent up for it. I spent about $14 for it. I'm still thinking I could get 30, 40 out of this. If not, I'll at least get my money back. It's a full zip, which helps too. Whenever I buy stuff online or at the thrift stores, if I take a gamble, the gamble has to be that I at least get my money back out of it. I'm not gonna buy it if I think I'm gonna lose money. I do not wanna lose money. I'm not in the business of losing any money. But even if I bought that for 14 and it sells for 25, that's still $10. So I'm not gonna turn that down. That's what I got for you this week. Again, I thrifted about 200 items. So this is just a little bit of what I thrifted. Every week I want to bring to you some new items some new brands or different brands. I don't want to bring you the same ones every single week. Kind of fill you in and educate you on different brands so you can go out and look for those brands. So the brands I showed you this week, maybe go out and look for like Cool, the Under Armour, the Nike, the USA Soccer, and some of these like the Supreme. I've done this for 7 years and probably have found 3 of those. So you're not gonna find them very often, but when you do, I like to show them off. Those Prada shoes are listed online right now, and we'll see what they bring. I'm gonna do a short. They're listed at 99 cents. I paid $5 for them. So we'll see how much these guys will bring in the end. Again, eaten and beaten by a dog. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, till the next time, I'll come back to you with another thrift haul or something in between. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.